Got a lot to talk about on today's show, but mostly it's about Coker's golf game or lack thereof. And then we got a very special guest with us, Chief Cyrus Ben, who we talk about a lot on the show, but we got him here in person. So let's get this thing started. You guys like and subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and get in the comment section. Do all those things, and let's get this party started. Let's all watch Coker in a football uniform. All right, roll tide, guys. First off, great to have Chief Cyrus Ben from the 5th. This is what my notes say: 5th democratically elected tribal chief of the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians. Obviously, our friend. And I didn't realize this, Chief. That you're the youngest chief ever elected. Is that true?
I had 40.
That's crazy, huh?
A few months difference, but I didn't get caught up into the fanfare of it. It was quite a young age, but it's aged me quickly.
Yeah.
I was about to say, you're prior to the knee replacements, huh?
Exactly.
You got to remind him of that, right?
Chief at 40, knee replacements at 41, man. You've been working hard. That's what I saw the knees when we were playing. I was like, hey, man, because I know one's coming for me. I was like, hey, how about those knee replacements?
Is that how you bond? That's how you bond with people now?
That's right. Battle scars.
Yeah. I was telling Chief last night, like, when Ryan Griffin would talk about him, he's like, you love the Chief. He's our guy. I played football against him. So, like, that's how, once you play football against somebody.
And Ryan was like, yeah, it didn't go well.
He did say that. Yeah, he did say that.
He said my neck still hurts.
Yeah, we took it to him pretty good that
day. Well, I mean, Chief, what's it like being a chief? I mean, that's got to be like just a really fun, but at the same time stressful job.
No, it's you do it with passion and love. I mean, that's what's the great thing about it. It's kind of like playing ball when you just let loose. There's things about it that is tough, but but you enjoy the days that you work hard and then the rewards. And so days of going to a Boys and Girls Club or going to one of our schools, to go to events where our youth or even adults, whomever they are, to be able to share their successes. That you're able to be part of that story. Being able to provide resources and facilities. And talking about facilities, I've invited you guys. Come on down if any of you come down to Pearl Resort and go a little bit further past Silver Star, Dancer Rabbit, almost to the water park, and you'll see where we're fixing to open a new Choctaw Central High School and Middle School. That state-of-the-art artificial turf stadium arena that will surpass any. I will put it. I would gauge anybody to say they have a better basketball arena.
It'll stand up against anybody, huh?
That's right. That's right. So
hey, that's the most important thing too, to me at least. How do you bring your kids up?
Exactly.
And
think about the South. You talk about sports and football and how we connect through sports.
Yeah.
And there's so many life skills learned through sports. Regardless of what sport you play, individual sport, team sports, you still have to work.
Yeah.
You still have to face the challenges. Nothing's going to be given to you.
Yeah.
And at the same time, somebody's going to mentor or coach you, and they have to sometimes bring out things that you may not like, but you overcome them.
Yeah.
And being able to just work together. And then even on the competition field or court, wherever it may be.
Yeah.
Man, you want to kick that A across from you.
Yeah.
But guess what? It's great that even your own competitors, you can shake hands and have a great time after the game.
Yeah.
It's overall, talking about sports, our Choctaw, which is Choctaw Stickball, that's something that I grew up playing. I mean, literally sticks in my hands when I'm wearing diapers. Pictures out there to prove it.
That's awesome.
We won't share that with you though. That one's sealed and documented.
Pull that picture up.
Well,
you can actually find it online. I just won't tell you where.
We were talking about like being from Maryland and playing lacrosse it's a Native American sport too, and how much of the culture is based on stickball.
Yes.
And you told me in your office, but I didn't know this. Like, that's how they settled disputes back in the day, was a stickball game. So they would want me on their team.
That's right.
Yeah, they'd be on the losing end of that bargain.
No, they wouldn't. It'd be just like the mullet toss this year.
Yeah. Well,
you just hope the other team best player tears his ACL.
No. We could use a goon now. You'll only be penalized for a quarter. But no, I mean, talking about sport of settling dispute, we refer to as little brother of war. Thomasville, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Right there on the western border of Alabama. You go visit. There's a monument there. Before state lines were ever drawn, the Creeks and the Choctaws battle to settle a dispute who's going to get territorial rights. Needless to say, we won.
Yeah.
So all my Creek friends, forgive me, but proof is in Thomasville.
Yeah, right. That was a battle over stickball.
Yeah. So
is there a pretty good friendly rivalry between the tribes?
Each tribe has their own versions that they play.
Yeah.
Like the Cherokee tribe in North Carolina is a very physical style of play.
Uh-huh.
Ours is brutal, very physical, but it's not quite to me, there's a difference. I wouldn't say there's pretty close to MMA, but no, it's very unique. I mean, it's no different than languages.
Yeah.
Right.
Even the accents that differs in different geographical areas. So, but ours is a great sport. We love it. Come on down if you're in Central Mississippi. Free next month, July 14th through the 18th. We'll be having the Choctaw Indian Fair. Got some great entertainment.
And y'all are playing?
There'll be championships of various ages. We'll have a youth 11 to 14, and then 15 to 17.
Oh,
and
wow.
then you have a women's division. Then you got a 40 and older men's division, 35 and over men's division, then 18 and over. So
I bet those are wars.
Oh, hey, I'll tell you, you can ask Freddie Roach and Gillispie. They came over a couple years ago.
Did they really?
And they were watching a women's championship, and they're like, really? This is like, is it going to be physical? I'm like, wait just a minute.
Really?
So, yeah. So those guys, they loved it and invited me in. Hopefully they can come catch a game, and maybe you guys can be back too.
I'd love to come check it out.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, that would be awesome.
So, I mean, if you love sports, I mean, to me, we've had people come from LA that videos all the professional sports in LA and California, and they said that was the best sport ever they had witnessed. And so there's no way I can put it into words because I've been a part of it. I understand the cultural, spiritual feeling of the game.
Yeah.
When the drums start beating, the drums, we call it the heartbeat of our people.
Yeah.
You get 40, 50 drums beating.
Get chill bumps.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's war. It's war. I mean, I've played it where I've had to be stitched up, stapled up, hauled off because I got knocked out. I mean, you put it on the line. I mean, it's just it's something internal about it. It's really hard to explain.
Yeah.
It's really hard to explain.
It's just got deep meaning. I mean, there's a lot of history there,
So, I mean, on the men's, I mean, you're playing 30 on 30 on a 100-yard football field.
That's a lot of people out there.
There's a lot of bodies, a lot of contact.
A lot of contact.
Yeah.
A lot of contact. So, but it's great. But hopefully we can have you all down, and
I'd love to see it. In all seriousness,
our listeners, come on down.
Okay.
You can find it on Facebook, Choctaw Indian Fair, or www.choctawindianfair.com.
I want to buy some of the stuff that you guys make because when I was in your office and I saw the baskets and the different stuff, I'm like, I would love to have some of this stuff.
Yes.
And you said that's where you buy it, right?
During the fair, we'll have artisans set up that some will be actually making them. So that you can hands-on see our social dancing.
Right.
You get the best of both worlds. You got your country fair activities of all the funnel cakes, carnival and such. But then the highlight of it is with our cultural, trying to showcase it. But, it started where our people years ago we planted the crops. And so here we gathered while everything is green and growing. And so it was just a big reunion for our people to come together. put a little competition in it. You know,
that it makes it better.
You put a competitive game, it draws us Southerners together.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I'm in. I mean, I told you that before. I'll be there for at least one of the days, and maybe more. I can't wait to see it.
Me too. I love historical, type events like that. So I can't believe it's next month.
Exactly.
Timing kind of works out.
Oh, yes. So, but the connection all the way to Tuscaloosa, the Black Warrior runs right beside it. Well, there's irony in that. Our language, the adjective noun structure is opposite of English. Tushka is warrior. Losa is black. And that's in the Choctaw language. And then you got Moundville right there beside you, which is our ancestral grounds.
Wow.
So,
we're
all connected.
Tuscaloosa was named after Tecumseh, right? Isn't that?
It was Chief Tuscaloosa.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I mean, I need to buff up on my history there, but I know it runs deep.
I'm not an expert at it, but I try to keep digging and learning. learn every day.
That's right.
But no, that being said, from, like I said, it's a mixture of all entertainment. Tuesday night we have Natalie Grant, so you got a Christian night for that music. Of course, Wednesday night we have the Princess Pageant, which is our ambassador, serves as a full year, the Choctaw Indian Princess. But then we'll have, you want to kick it back to the old country, we got Clay Walker.
Oh, I love Clay.
There we go.
On Thursday night. Then we're going to tip forward to modern country, Warren Ziders.
Look at you.
And then then we're going to flip it over a little to hip hop and have Busta Rhymes on Saturday night.
Busta Rhymes, Busta.
This is a party.
That's right.
Hey, what'd you think of my playlist today?
Oh, man, we had fun.
How's
some of our friends thought that it was a little bit slow. They wanted to giddy up in their music.
Like I said earlier, a lot of get off my lawn energy over here.
Stop saying that.
Party up top and all business.
This is what happened. We had a fun night last night. You got me up at 8 to work out today. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm a little off my normal.
You got to run that off,
Yeah. The steaks were great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, we went running around the golf course. We ran, I don't know, a couple miles. And I mean, I've never heard anybody breathe like that before.
It was fun. It's hot out here.
Oh, it's hot.
Let me tell you something. Even at 8 in the morning, it's hot.
Yeah, it was real.
It's just, we're not in Philadelphia. We're in Greenville, and it's hotter here. It's just
There's
hot.
something about it. I don't know what it is, but
heavy.
It's hotter.
It's a heavy
heat.
And that humidity's kicking.
I mean, no wind either.
Yeah.
I
was thankful for every breeze we got.
Yeah. We were talking about it today. It's like, I mean, I understand why musicians, come out of Mississippi a lot. You got to be tough.
They got some tough lungs.
Dude, you got to figure it out over here.
Yeah. Who's your favorite artist? Who do you listen to?
Man, I love a multitude of it. It's the mood I'm in.
Hey, I saw him singing along to Travis Tritt earlier today.
Okay,
I like my country now. Tritt,
yeah.
I like my country.
Travis Tritt, though, man, that's one. If somebody's got a problem with Travis Tritt, that's a red flag.
we always get into like different topics on here, and we were talking today, and I've been really enamored with the U.S. releasing all these films on UFOs, and what I told him is, and I don't know if it's like this with the Choctaws, but a lot of the Native American tribes have been a lot more forward with understanding that there's more out there than just what we were taught, right? Because I just know I've researched it. What is that the same here, or what is your opinion?
We have our own folklores and all within our community. Sometimes you have to see it to believe it, and sometimes it's. You got some people that love to stretch a good old fish story, so that you have to consider the source. Okay, now.
Yeah, right.
Did that one come? What hour of the night did you come out and we had some liquid courage going?
Or pass the pipe too many times.
That happened too.
Mick's a true believer.
I am. I mean, I just think that we're kind of in the age of disclosure, like it's all coming out now, but it's just crazy how you look, and it's mostly like tribes that are on the West Coast, but that have it, that they starve people and all this stuff. And it's not that far-fetched anymore,
no.
But it was at one point, just because our culture told us that it had to be. But I think that we're in a spot now where a lot of this is changing. I mean, when the government's releasing files every 2 weeks and it's like, here's a spaceship and here's this and that, somebody's flying it, right?
Exactly.
But I would think that, I'm just curious, like, what's the difference between what you see with, like, the culture here and the Choctaw culture, like the way that you guys were raised, when you compare it to what, like, maybe we would have gotten in our school system? Is there any difference at all?
Not in today's era, not from the generation I grew up in. We were very, very modernized. And so, I went up to kindergarten and part of first grade in a tribal school. And I did not speak English well as a child. Choctaw was my first language that I learned.
Oh, wow.
And so my parents wanted to immerse me into English. And not only that, wanted to push me, from an academic standpoint. And so I went to a public school setting. And so that's where I tell a lot of people, because that inquiry comes often, because curriculum today does not provide the adequate information.
Yeah.
To the points where when I was at Mississippi College, in one of my classes, I tell this story a lot. So some may have heard it before out here, but they would ask all kinds of questions. How do you dress? I'm like, man, I got Levi's, Nike, Under Armour, just like you do.
Right.
I've got a cell phone. I got a Nokia in my hand at the day.
Yeah.
And so, in going forward, I lived in a mobile home to begin with. We, parents went to a brick home. And so, but I finished off, and a young man asked, and he raised his hand because it's a business class, business management class, that you had to handle a business meeting, do Q&A. So I'm fielding all of these questions, and I'm like, he goes, do y'all have TPs? I'm like, sure do. And we do. We got an acronym for them, and we put them in certain areas. Trailer park.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll catch in a second. TP, trailer park.
Yeah.
No, but so I with that humor, I used to bring classmates that were mesmerized. Like, hey, I want to go to a reservation. See, their expectation was, again, storybook.
Yeah, right.
Or just whatever curriculum has shown, or Hollywood. And he's like, oh, it's like anywhere else. Your community is nicer than my community back home. Mm-hmm. And so,
right.
And we'd ride around. I'm like, hey, do you want to see that TP? And I'd go pulling up in a trailer park. And I'm like, so I say that to break the ice and humor.
Yeah.
In my generation, that we lived in the modernization, modern homes, modern utilities. Right. Although my parents, that generation, came through some tough life. Not being accepted.
Wow.
They very, very tough, but one thing I want to say is we acknowledge those very tough days, without getting to the specifics, but our people have a motto of self-determination.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't, we could sit here and be oppressed, but no, I'm thankful that my leaders before me, our people in general. I mean, look at it. In the 1800s, when the U.S. government tried to remove us, we were not removed. We stayed here.
Yeah.
And so, I embrace that. I embrace that my ancestors, went through pain and suffering, and having a government tell you, hey, leave your homes, we're taking over. But we didn't. And so, that is those things that you don't ever want to forget. You don't want to forget where you come from.
Right.
But at the same token, we live in a world that is evolving so fast, and so we're thankful of that. The modernization, all the way, like I told you earlier, about building a school, and investing into our future. We invest. We're thankful in 1994 when we established the gaming industry at Silver Star. One of the first things was, at the time, Chief Martin created a scholarship program for us to get our higher education. That any tribal member wants to go get a college education, we pay for it, and we continue to do that today. And so, it's not only for ourselves to better the quality of life for our people and providing them the resources to better themselves, but I think it evolves into the whole East Central Mississippi community of how much economic impact we are, and just being a part of the state of Mississippi.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, we had conversations last night, and you know, I really appreciated some of the things you told me. I mean, it was pretty powerful, empowering. There's no, there's no victimhood. I mean, when you meet certain politicians, and I've met a lot of them, you never know. And I don't know if even I would classify, Chief is really a politician. I didn't get that vibe last night. You seem to be a normal guy that cares about, furthering your community, and that's, again, like I said, you don't meet too many politicians, at least in my experience, that truly have that drive or that is their sole purpose in fulfilling their position.
It's just, I think it all starts what's your core value of why you go into that field of work.
Yeah.
And it's home. It's like taking care of your home.
Yeah. It's leaving it better than you found it. And exactly, that's what I mean, that's what I gathered from last night. Right. Again, it's, to me, if you're getting into a role as a leader, I mean, you go in trying to make everything that you can control better. And, like I said, you look at the political world around us now, there's a lot of bad actors out there. And when I talk to you, it's solely about the community and like I said, furthering y'all's community and making it a better place.
Yes.
And I've been there. I mean, we come all the time and enjoy it. We always have a great time. But I mean, like you said last night, there's always things to further along.
Yeah, definitely. Always room for improvement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And my question really was just open-mindedness. Like, I get the vibe just from the things that I've read that, like, it's just a more open-minded way of thinking, like the Native American, the way that you're raised, the way that you're, like, brought up, right? Like, which has always been something that's intrigued me, that I've liked, and then that was kind of where I was going, because we've been told there's no such things as, there's nothing out there outside of what we see on Earth. And then you start researching it, and the Native Americans have thought that there were extraterrestrials for a long time, star people and all, not saying Choctaws, but just in general, right? And then, just to me, I've always thought, like, wow, what a great way of kind of just not being in a box so much. But I mean, you grew up there, you're part of that. I mean, so that's kind of where I was going with it. Like, and being kind of in both areas where you kind of did, where you're at now and where you were before, just to think that there's more ways to look at something, and I think that's one of the best parts about just being involved with you guys, like just going there and getting a different perspective.
Yeah. And you're speaking of that,
if that makes sense.
Yeah. Even to about just the NASA and what they do, there's many trailblazers. Many of our tribal members have taken those opportunities and progressing, taking the opportunity and seizing the opportunity and advancing themselves in their personal successes. But ultimately, it boosts the just being the role model and leadership. They don't have a title,
right?
But they're providing that role to encourage the next generation. And we have one of our own that works at NASA in Huntsville. So the latest launch that they done, I spoke to her. She was one of the key staff in preparing for that launch. And so, having people like, within us as a tribe that will, that sees the opportunity and maximize for them. They're maximizing for their own personal careers and their families. But ultimately, to me, to be able to watch those people succeed, it's just, I don't know. I mean,
you talk about the events next month. It's like y'all have a great way of preserving traditional values, but great also point. Being, advancing, advancing technology, advancing your surroundings,
right?
Making your, the Choctaw tribe better. I mean, that's I just to Mick's point, I mean, just having that open mindedness,
right,
and y'all maximize all those opportunities, like you said,
and right, being able to preserve like who you are. Right. I mean, that's got to be like your top priority, right? Like every single day.
It is. And, in today's era we live in, I mean, today's technology, the generation we come from, it was actually a living room that you didn't have multiple television and devices that took people away and communicate. We had to verbally communicate. Luckily, if you had a party line in that era. So, well, of course, Jake's the young guy over here, so he probably don't know. only party line he knew was over in a college campus.
Yeah, he don't know about those days.
Hey, talking about preserving values, when I was at Florida State, and to me, one of the coolest things is, when you have, I guess, tribal mascots. I think that's. I mean, I hope
correct.
that's not a non-offensive remark,
no,
but
not.
But when I was at Florida State, Seminole tribe was. I mean, that's Florida State Seminoles.
Yes.
The coolest tradition in college football to me is Chief Osceola, planting the spear at the center of the field and
Exactly.
seeing that the horse. I mean, it's one of the coolest things.
Oh yes.
The Indian history, the Indian traditions. To me, that was one of the things that got me to go to Florida State was how cool that was. I mean, what do you think about some of these mascots, some of these teams? I guess some of them pulling away from that, some of them, keeping that tradition alive.
Yeah,
because to me, that again, like I said, Florida State Seminoles, that was one of the coolest things that I ever witnessed.
Exactly.
Going out there every day, I mean, every game, and watching him plant that spear at the 50-yard line, I always thought it was one of the best things I've ever seen in sports.
I think that's what you felt in that from a cultural sense is similar to what I was talking about, how Stickball, how you feel that inner strength of the moment. And so, the native mascots, different spectrum of views, because there's some people that may abuse it or use it in the wrong connotations.
Right.
But as long as it's tastefully and respectfully done, as like the Florida State Seminole has a relationship directly with the Florida Seminoles.
Yeah.
And at Mississippi College Choctaws, we have a personal relationship with us where we made agreements they can continue on with those mascots and use of names.
Yeah.
Without doing any disrespectful usages and stuff.
That makes complete sense.
It's like anything, for me, I'm not a huge MLB guy. I was more of a Cubs fan because in the South, if you got cable, you got WGN, and man, what better way than listen to Harry Carey?
Let's go,
the seventh inning stretch. But so that kind of, but the fanship. But I always loved the Cleveland Indians, the Chief Wahoo logo, and again, I'm not here to be argumentative with anybody that feels differently, but if it wasn't utilized in a disrespectful way, I see no part. I mean, so no issue with it, but that's modern politics. I mean, too much party line issue. I mean, to me, it's sometimes like a party line issue. There's nothing wrong with it, but you're on the other side of the party, and we're going to fight you for it.
Yeah. Well, I guess I think some of that, it probably depends on what area you're from. I mean, I'm 33. When I saw the Cleveland Indians, I just thought Cleveland Indians, that's cool.
But it was the person. I mean, that was really a person.
Yeah.
They had guys that played on their team, like Native American players, were the best players on that team. That's why they got named that.
Right.
It wasn't like some kind of awful thing. It was like, these are our best players.
Yeah.
But we just somehow along the way, like people don't know that stuff, which is kind of why it's our job to tell people stuff,
I had no, well, I kind of had a shallow understanding of that, but I didn't realize that the best players on their team.
Yeah.
That's kind of insane.
Yeah, isn't that? I mean, really, like it's great. They were the Spiders. What's the best part of your job?
Generally, just to see the success of the people. As you said, each day, how can we make it better? You got life challenge, I mean, we got over 5,000 employees, 5,000 people.
Wow.
People starts with P, problem starts with P. So, but at the same token, my motto is if you find a problem, find a solution.
Yeah.
So, it's a big supervisory type position, but it's a lot of politics. You got to deal with the national politics and how it impacts an Indian country, our tribe specific, those challenges, and always trying to stay atop of anything that is might not be healthy legislation and stuff like that. But end of the day is that I can ride our community and see the people, and go to the schools or see the children and see the smiles. And I don't know, it's just priceless to see that. And myself, I still see myself as a common person. I'd rather sit.
Probably got I want to be a little bit of not imposter syndrome. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just grew up here. I'm one of the guys, and all of a sudden, I'm sure it's a heavy role.
It took some getting used to, the chief title.
Yeah.
That's a great title, by the way.
Well, I'm a big chief guy. What's up, Chief? It's kind of cool. It's pretty awesome that I could say, hey, what's up, Chief? And I'm talking to a real chief.
And
I love that.
And that's a respect thing.
Yeah.
Chief is probably the coolest title there is.
Yeah, well, you're the only chief we know, by the way.
I've had some fun moments though, because of, you mentioned at the beginning of our discussion was how young I was elected.
Yeah.
So I've been in moments. Actually, this past weekend we were at a soccer tournament, and this lady sitting there, and she worked with the tribe many years ago. And she was saying, yeah, she said, they got a new chief. I said, yeah, they do. And she's like, what's that guy's name? I said, Cyrus Ben. So my wife was sitting to my right.
Oh, boy.
There's a local attorney, father that his daughters play with mine, and he's on the other side. And they're both about to just bust out of their chairs. Finally, I had to tell that lady. I said, she said something else, and before I let her put her foot in her mouth by chance, I said, "You're speaking to him." And she just started. She said, "Oh, it's you." So then we're not too far from here, from Mississippi Valley University. I was there for a high school playoff game, and so we're inside the arena, and the head campus police chief comes up to me and says, "Hey, when's the chief coming?" I said, "Oh, he's going to be here." So I described everything around me, which was my dad and two of my children. I said, he's going to probably have, I think he's going to have his dad and a couple of his kids. And he's like, okay. He said, our president's going to be here in a little while. He wants to meet him. I said, great. I'm sure he'd love to meet him too. So the guy goes off, and I washed around the corner. Here comes the president of college, comes into the arena there at Mississippi Valley. And here comes the police chief. Hey, do you know when he's going to arrive? I said, he's been here for a while.
And I think he's waiting on you.
Yeah. And I said, he said, where's he at? And I said, right in front of you. He said, you're the chief. He said, I ain't gonna lie, I was looking for an old man. So I've had a few moments where I like to be incognito.
Chief, I was sitting at a mug shots in Tuscaloosa before I was the quarterback at Alabama, and I was sitting with my roommate. My roommate liked to talk a lot of people. Every time we'd go out, he'd start talking. And anyway, I'm sitting there, and he starts talking to the guy behind us, and he finally gets to, hey, how you think we're gonna be in football this year? And I'm like, oh, I'm just cussing in my head. Guy turns around and goes, well, it'll be all right if we can find a quarterback. Hey, man, nice to meet you. So, I've had those moments too.
Oh, that's so funny. He'll be here soon. Been here for a while. Well, Chief, we appreciate you so much, and love having you on the show, and want to do this again, so when we come out. But we appreciate, everything that you guys have done for us and been part of our channel and our show. And we're ready for football. Give me an Alabama football prediction for this year.
Well, I don't know who all they picked up in the portal. In today's era, that's the first
40 new faces.
Yeah.
I mean, I really hate it as a coach. I mean, you're having to recruit your own. Of course, what's going on right now is the illegal recruiting allegations. I mean, it's just going to happen.
Oh yeah.
It's just a reality. I mean, you got so many loose ends with the NCAA right now that it's a free for all.
I wonder, and I know you can't answer this, but I'm sure y'all have gotten some calls about NIL deals.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So what if I called y'all about an NIL deal for Alabama? You help me out.
That's right. I hate it for you guys. You guys didn't get to cash in.
At the same time though, I really enjoy when nobody had any money and you just. Everybody was the same. That was a great experience. Not having anything. You're on the same playing field, and I always thought that players should be able to make money. If you want to go sign autographs or you want to find a way to make money on your own, away from once the agents and it's kind of dirty business when you got unauthorized people setting up deals and. I don't think it's healthy for the kids, especially in the long run. I think it creates a lot of problems for them. But if there was a way to do it where kids could get out there and get after it and grind and make money on the side, then I think that'd be great. But schools being involved in paying these, the collectives pay for play deals for kids out of high school who haven't even proven anything. And I mean, proud of the kids for getting offers, but that's all you should get out of high school. Once you start proving it on the field, I think that's when deals should come. But it should come from kids organically finding those deals and working hard and figuring out a way to do it with some guidance from the school.
Yeah, that's very concerning for the student athletes of tomorrow.
I can't imagine.
Because the percentile of getting into the professional league is so small.
Yeah.
What will they be? I mean, and it's you can't blame them, but it's created a world that people don't make a commitment.
Oh yeah,
there's no commitment. I mean, and so how do they that's the mindset that they are building their foundation. So I mean, how are they going to turn around and be able to commit to a family or commit to a job?
That's right. When I was coming through, and I thought it was a great rule. I mean, you had to transfer, you had to graduate to transfer, and to me, that you fulfill your commitment as a student to that team. I mean, you come here, you do what you were supposed to do, you graduate, and then you've got the ability to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, I transferred, but I think one of the best things that ever happened to me was staying at Florida State for 3 years, and I love Florida State. I loved my teammates there. I loved the school, loved everything about it. But at the end of the day, I mean, my ultimate goal, and after all the things I went through there, was to win at Alabama. But I mean, there's a lot of times where in 3 years you're there, you feel sorry for yourself. You got to get over it. You got to figure it out. You got to overcome those obstacles and deal with a lot of things you're not happy with or a lot of disappointment. I mean, and part of growing, especially as a man, I mean, you got to be able to deal with disappointment. You got to get over it and just maneuver and shift and make it happen.
Right.
Nobody's feeling sorry for you.
Exactly.
I mean, it's on you at the end of the day.
Right. And not only that, what you talked about though, I think it also changes the players. Of being hungry. That's one thing I loved about college football. Let's just face it, envelopes and handshakes happened. But guess what? They earned it. They didn't give it to them just to give it to them. Right. There was some form of earning. And I understand to a point NCAA and, of course, IRS loves it because they can track it now.
Yeah.
It's not just cash flowing. But at the same token, just to be able to handle their lives. I mean, as you said, unauthorized agents, people it's feast or famine out there.
Oh, yeah.
Many young men and women are, they're taking advantage of them. And, and I guess that aspect is concerning. I mean, the competition field, in some respect, I mean, you see, I mean, not knocking Texas A&M, but all of a sudden, I mean, look at that roster they boosted just in softball.
Yeah.
I mean, grabbing all Americans, like they got like 2/3 of all Americans in the country.
Oh yeah.
And so,
I mean, Texas Tech overnight in every sport, all of a sudden is top 10.
Yeah, who'd want to go there, right? Now all of a sudden everybody wants to go there. for the right cash.
Well,
you got a judge there that'll let you gamble on sports if you play there.
That's right.
Isn't that crazy?
So, but at the same token, you cannot blame the student athlete.
No, you can't.
No.
The opportunity is there. You got to seize it.
Yep.
And
yeah.
But no, I mean, but sports is great. I mean, I'm still always a college fan of every sport.
Oh yeah.
There's something about the atmosphere, especially in the SEC.
I mean,
you can. I mean, of course, the greatest conference now. I mean, it's just gotten even better.
Who's your team?
That's right. You can't answer that, can you?
me,
something.
I did. I got him.
Hey, me and Freddie are good friends.
There we go. There we go.
Roll Tide. Roll Tide, man. Roll Tide.
Let's roll, Jake.
Let's roll. I was doing a post-game show, and this guy called from Texas. He said, every time his daughter gets out for school, because of the commercial, she says, "Let's roll."
Well, I was actually just sending pictures this time of year because Brody came to Saban's camp every year.
Okay,
my son.
Yeah.
And so I was sending him the pictures of every year. You know how he's growing all the way to 8 years ago. I will tell you this: if he had the height, he would have probably been had an opportunity, but he didn't. He went to camp, and actually one year he was so advanced they moved him up to a higher group.
That's great.
But the flip side of it, he was also the shortest one. So. But no, he stopped his playing days, and he's at another SEC school right now.
There you go.
There you go. Well, guys, this has been fun. I can tell they want us to leave. The way that we're kind of the last people here in the clubhouse. Yeah. But any final thoughts, Chief? Any final thoughts?
Oh, Mick, Jake, thank you for everything. We thank you for the partnership with Pearl Resort. But again, come over. We'd love to have each and every one of you. Again, it's I love the community. That's what we started off talking about, how sports connects us.
Yeah.
What better way? So, but we'd love to have you come on down to Pearl Resort. Come down to Choctaw and visit us. Again, we got some great things coming up over the next month, great concerts in the lineup. And so also 4th of July, we got the fireworks show that evening. So always great to be in Choctaw.
Yeah, so much fun. Final thoughts for you. How was your golf game today?
Oh, man. I kind of, if you're not good at golf, you don't, I guess it says you're working hard. So you're working hard.
I saw a couple of your drives. They were pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I hit it,
but I saw you getting out driven by a girl today.
Well, it was a world-class girl. Okay.
Oh, come on. No, she was great. Yeah. Is that what I don't even know her name, but she just goes around and just.
She's a long driver.
Yeah. There's long drive competitions.
Wow. Yeah.
Former SEC golfer.
Yeah. Hammers it. I think she's 6'1". She was killing it in the nicest way possible. She's an animal.
Yeah, yeah, right. Like I saw a couple of them. They were just like, what?
Yeah,
kind of like yours,
but a lot straighter.
A little further. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget that there's a lot of great things going on at Pearl River Resort. We talk about it all the time. Mark your calendar, though, whether it's Drew Hill, which will be in concert at Silver Star Convention Center on Saturday, June 27th, or Clint Black, which we both love, by the way. You were playing some Clint Black today out on the course. That's Friday, July 3rd, 8 o'clock. Fluffy is going to be there, the comedian. You guys know him. Gabriel Iglesias. I remember when he came up. Like, I've always liked him. Fantastic comedian. That's on August the 15th. And then J1 and West Love are going to be there September 5th. A lot of other stuff that you need to check out as well. But the slots are the best that you're going to find anywhere. I'm just telling you that right now. If you like slots, you're going to love it there. Silver Star and Golden Moon. We talk about the sports book all the time, and there are so many different things going on right now in the world of sports, and they're all going to be covered there. Whether you're talking about the World Cup, or you're talking about baseball, you're talking about NASCAR, all that stuff is available to play.
College World Series,
all of it at Timeout Sports Lounge. Next time I go to Philip M. Steakhouse, which we were talking about this the other day. We like those, but we like Philip M.
That's right. That's right.
I'm shaking my head. I know where he's going.
You can't eat the same restaurant every time, but when you're in our area.
Philip M's is awesome, and he owes me a Philip M. So,
but I'm shaking my head.
That's why he's shaking his head. Yeah. Anyway, you guys check it out, and then we get to watch Coker and his commercial. Chief, great to see you, man.
Great to see you, Mick. Jake, thank you.
Hey, good to see you.
So, Jake, let's break down some game tape.
Hold on, fellas. Steve.
Hey, Jake. You ready to rock?
Let's roll, brother.
Guess we're calling plays at Pearl River Resort. Wow, Jake's first throw scores. And Steve's got the crowd pumped. Man, they're absolutely rolling.
'Cause I don't have to be me till Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I ain't gonna face reality.
I tell you, Jake's still got game, while Steve keeps rocking aces. Boom, Jake seals it with a pick.
Come call your own plays
at Pearl River Resort. Let's roll.
I don't have to be